Today we're reviewing the Fujifilm Finepix F80EXR. This is a 10x optical zoom compact that specializes in EXR technology. We'll get to that in a minute. This camera has 12 megapixels, a pretty bright LCD screen in the back, but it has a very basic body structure and design. We've got a nice wraparound zoom toggle. We should have a control ring here, and we'd like more pixels in the LCD. The Finepix F80 runs on SDHC cards and has a rechargeable lithium-ion battery and a mini HDMI out port for playback on HD TV. And the reason is because this camera records 720p HD video, but it's motion JPEG. The Finepix F80EXR has a slightly larger sensor than most point-and-shoot cameras. It has a 1/2-inch sensor, and it specializes in EXR technology. EXR is basically a specific way of sensor processing that manipulates the sensor to accommodate 3 different shooting environments: high dynamic range, enhanced image resolution priority, and high ISO low noise priority. And what the sensor does is it arranges the pixels on a diagonal and uses sensor fusion to achieve this. On the downside, when you record images, you could only record in medium size as the max, not 12 megapixels. And with this particular model, we really didn't see a huge difference between EXR capture and manual or program auto capture. Also, image quality was great for its class. However, we preferred the Fujifilm Finepix F200EXR from last year when it came to image quality. The F80EXR was just lacking slightly, and we think that's due to the fact that Fujifilm went from a 1/1.6 inch sensor to a 1/2 inch sensor. One great thing about this camera is its manual controls. We could set the shutter speed all the way down to 8 seconds. It has an aperture that can be set to 3.3 and 9 values in wide angle mode, and we also have an ISO that goes up to 12,800, though the shooting resolution is a small resolution. We've got white balance, focus, so this camera is really a nice little advanced tool for beginners or shooters looking to break into more advanced photography. Not only do we have an accelerated manual control suite, we also have a great cluster of scene modes. Now, these are not just your typical beach, sand, landscape shooting modes. We have a pro focus and a pro low light, and we also have various color options like Velvia for vivid, Astia for soft, and sepia black and white, that kind of thing. The neat thing about this camera is that you could also set the dynamic range to 3 different values while you're in manual mode or program auto mode. Now, one thing we hated about this camera is that the display had a tendency of disappearing way too quickly. So when we were about to set the aperture or shutter speed, the display would disappear and we'd have to start all over again. It was very vexing. Although menu operation was pretty quick, the menus themselves were boring and pretty antiquated. They need a good revamping. The F80EXR also has subject tracking and face detection, and you could shoot in a designated auto mode, and you could also shoot in an auto mode in EXR mode. Unfortunately, the 720p video quality looked like standard definition video quality, and that's probably because it was motion JPEG. The cool thing about this camera is that it has a video light, but in low light it's pretty much useless. It's like somebody shining a cell phone light. So we've got a compact that's chock full of manual controls. It's got great still image quality, but it's got a basic design, and it also has 720p video that's really not up to snuff. We do get a 10x optical zoom, but in this price range we're going to want to shop around. We recommend checking out Canon and Panasonic in this price range before you settle on the Fujifilm Finepix F80EXR. For InfoSyncWorld.com, I'm Mike Perlman.